2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments. Now it's it.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. And for the Nuggets, we've got Murray. Gordon out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Jokic in at center. Now here's Doncic. Richardson outside. Pass to Kleber. 6 to shoot. Back to Richardson. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Jokic using all 7 feet there. Good effort by the center.
Back to Murray. Denver passing it around. Jokic inside. Guarded by Doncic. Doncic with the block. And the shot is good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Over to the wing. Out to the wing. Down low. Here's Richardson. Here's Finney-Smith. And the 3 off target. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Out to Doncic. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Gordon against Kleber. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Man, what a luxury if Murray can play both guard positions. A perfect blend of shrewd passing and some fearless shooting.
Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. Now here's Richardson. Right side Porzingis. Now the pass to Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Pulls up from the corner. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And the foul on Will Barton. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Porzingis high post. To the middle. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Yeah, Porzingis, the things we talk about is assertiveness, but that also comes with great stamina. Right now, he's determined.
Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. But they get it back.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Now here's Marjanovic. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Doncic dishes to Richardson. And a miss there on the triple. The Nuggets leading by 4. To the paint, Campazzo. And he makes good on the layup. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Well, the D can't give Richardson that kind of lane to the basket. He will jump all over any available space.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game for the Nuggets. Millsap comes in for Jokic, and it's Green in for Porter. And then for Dallas, Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Richardson. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Murray's checked in for the Nuggets. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Doncic. Now here's Marjanovic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. It's stolen by Marjanovic. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Cauley-Stein's shot is good.
Well, the evolution of Cauley-Stein on display here, you can see steadily growing confident in these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Campazzo, Brunson covering. He gets that one.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Hardaway, no good.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nuggets lead by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. We recently checked it.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Hardaway. Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Cauley-Stein in at the 5 down low. Cauley-Stein kicks to Redick. To the middle, here's Powell. Cauley-Stein at the elbow. And the wide-open shot from Redick. No good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Mavericks trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Cauley-Stein. No good there. Now Denver takes it the other way. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. It's Hardaway with the drive. Brunson finds Redick. Lets it go from deep. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Murray, the pass to McGee. Back to Murray. Pass to Porter. Redick against Barton. The kick out to Porter. Just 3 to shoot. Millsap down low. Kleber on him. And that one's good. Millsap. Millsap's got the lead up to 8 now for Denver. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that 2-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Down low. Pass to Brunson. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Redick. Porter pulls it in.
Well, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Murray kicks to Porter. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And here is Murray. He dishes it to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
You just wonder where Jamal Murray is going to go. This guy is a terrific combo guard.
On the wing, Hardaway shoots the three. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And there's the pass to Murray. 1:32 left now here in the second. Shoots over Brunson, and it's in there. And now it's a 12-point Nugget lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. Jokic, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And then for Dallas, Josh Richardson's checked in for Reddit. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Denver making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Porzingis is coming in for Dwight Powell. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Barton, no luck. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Down by 12. And it's good for 2.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Murray, the pass to Gordon. And another miss by Denver. Mavericks trail by 10. Richardson left side. Doesn't go for him. Murray with the defensive effort. And the foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Dallas making a switch here. Cauley Stein's checked in. Barton kicks to Gordon. The Nuggets with another miss.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them. That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
Gordon, the pass to Green. Barton outside. Now Green floats it up for Jokic. That one, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Doncic with the steal. Outside, Porzingis. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so...
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, your team is taking control in the first half. What are your areas of focus?
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. To eat a pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the... That's all for now.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
3rd quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Denver, Michael Porter's out there with Gordon, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Murray, and it's Barton in at the 2 spot. Inside, it's stolen by Marjanovic. They're running, all going up court. Here's Porzingis, and that one is good.
They're going to take a little bit more to get Porzingis off of his sweet spot in his offensive game now.
Here's Murray. Jokic kicks to Murray. Porter looking it over. The kick out to Barton. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And stolen by Richardson. And again, Dallas running up the court in transition. And that one's good. Burke
and not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Murray outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Murray's got 6.
Murray, not much fear there as he gets amongst the trees, looking in control down low.
Mavericks trail by 3. Burke, the pass to Finney-Smith. Richardson with it for the tie. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touch by Marjanovic.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Nuggets. And then for Dallas, Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Josh Richardson.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
Redick bounce pass. Porzingis kicks to Redick. Dallas moving it around. Hardaway with a wide open look. They get it back. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. On the wing, Hardaway. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Denver leading by 3. Right side, Gordon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there.
So both teams changing it up here.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Murray outside. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. And that one's good. Millsap. Millsap's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
To the inside, and stolen by Gordon. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And it's Murray with the jam.
Some good anticipation there. Murray quickly out, leaking in transition and filling the lane.
Hardaway finds Doncic. Back to Hardaway. Now Doncic. Cauley Stein passes to Redick. Doncic outside. Hardaway for 3. With the tip. It's good on the putback.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Deep 2 from Murray. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Outside Hardaway. Redick for 3. The shot, no good. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nuggets lead by 3. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Maxi Kleber is out there with Cauley Stein. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Doncic, and it's Richardson in at the shooting guard. Porter passes to Millsap. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Luka Doncic.
The D cannot allow Millsap to get that deep inside the paint. He's just too good in there.
Good on both. Mavericks trail by 3. There's the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Murray. It's rebounded by Doncic. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Barton has checked in. The Maverick shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Here's Brunson. Out to Doncic to tie it up. Green with the rebound.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Maybe the length coming into play this time for Cauley Stein as he's up and over the top of everyone.
Murray against Richardson. With some arc. No good on that one. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And they take the lead. Doncic has got the lead up to 1 now for the Mavs.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Kleba finds Cauley Stein. And that one, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Thank you, David. Mavericks leading by 3. Brunson the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Always nice to see Porzingis take some strides and get to that kind of glide.
Here's Finney-Smith. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Doncic dishes to Cauley Stein. It's deflected.
All about timing. Will Barton, great job of seeking that one out and throwing it away.
Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. And so here is Dallas. Brunson, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
On the wing, Green. The Nuggets with another miss. Here's Dallas. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. The Nuggets trail by 5. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Here's Murray, and it's blocked. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field. And a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. Dallas leading by 3. Passes it to Marjanovic. Right side, Porzingis kicks it out to Richardson. Hardaway passes to Doncic. Dallas moving it around. Richardson dishes to Doncic. Hardaway from outside. Good on the three-point shot. Hardaway has got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line. He's simply staying aggressive right now, and Jokic is ready to shoot at the biggest moments.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Here's Marjanovic. Outside Hardaway. For 3, Richardson. Second shot opportunity. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Pass to Marjanovic. Shot clock at 5. Hardaway for 3. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Kicks it out to Richardson. Pass to Hardaway. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Well, it's really important for Tim Hardaway Jr. to find some more consistency from the three-point line.
On the wing, Green. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game. Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Green. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game 2.
Yeah, this game is not over when Jamal Murray is still able to play.
23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Hardaway passes to Doncic. To the paint. Porzingis finds Doncic. Oh, here we go with Gordon. No, but oh!
Tremendous display of poise from Gordon. Refused to let the moment get too big.
Porzingis passes to Doncic. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. Denver calls timeout. They're down by 4. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the 4th. For 3, Murray. That shot is off. Misses.
Jokic showing off the defense.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. The city of Dallas. A Sunday afternoon with the NBA.
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
And Doncic is right there.
Well, Luka Doncic has every skill necessary to be a difference maker on the boards. Let's begin with his great size.
Now, here's Lillard. The pass to Covington. There's the dish to Nurkic. Over Porzingis. Shakes him. Takes it out to Covington. The 3 from McCollum. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Dallas moving it around. Nice shot by Porzingis.
Well, that's a good, strong finish. Porzingis not shying away from getting after it.
Lillard against Doncic. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Kicks it out to Lillard. No good on the three.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lillard against Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Lillard, Porzingis with the block. Kleba, the pass to Richardson. Back to Kleba. Covington with the steal. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Mavericks with some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Richardson. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Anthony's checked in. Now here's Cauley-Stein. Outside for Redick. Lock at 6. Doncic with the bucket. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one and Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
It's the size of Cantor that makes him a tough matchup, right? He is so good at finding space inside and forcing the defense to foul him.
Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. Passes it to Cauley-Stein. To Powell. And easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Now here's Redick. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. On the wing, Hardaway. Back to Redick. Launches it. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. They trail by 11. He feeds it to Carmelo. Pass to Simons. Portland again missing.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
The Mavericks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. The free throw drops for Redick.
And in college, Redick was an all-time leading scorer. Years later, he's still a top producer. Great shooting ability is really something you can bank on.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Here's Simons. Shot to stop the run. Out to Anthony. 3-pointer. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks leading by 13. Here's Cauley-Stein. Redick finds Brunson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Portland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. There's the pass to Cantor. Powell with the steal. Redick dishes to Cauley-Stein. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
But they recover it. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. The Mavericks on top, up by 15. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Robert Covington, also Enes Kanter out there. Norman Powell is out there with Jones, and it's Simons in at the one spot. The shot's good from Kanter.
Well, the touch that Enes Kanter presents is really terrific. Unbelievable scoring inside.
Burke kicks to Powell. Back to Burke. A shake. And the layup is up and in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Jones with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. To the wing right side. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
And here are the Mavericks now. Dallas leading by 15. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Hardaway passes to Burke. Here's Marjanovic. Basket good.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the...
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now, here's Burke, covered by Lillard. Richardson kicks to Burke. It's Powell on the wing. Richardson the pass to Burke. 5 on the clock. Dallas moving it around. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Nurkic.
Great dish from Nurkic there. He really has a sixth sense for those reads.
Now here's Burke. He's tightly guarded. Richardson finds Powell. In the corner, Hardaway with it. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And, Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball, following the score by Dallas. Richardson against Lillard. Burke the pass to Pop. Marjanovic with it. Hardaway with a wide open look. Off target from outside. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Powell, that's good.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now here's Burke. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Nurkic with the steal. Now here's McCollum, right wing. From the arc. It's hauled in by Richardson.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the basket by McCollum.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
Pass to Marjanovic. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Out to Hardaway. No one near him. Not going to fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first 3 from the floor. Here's McCollum. Nice spin off the left rim and in. McCollum's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Portland. Burke finds Richardson. Back to Burke. Richardson outside. Passes to Hardaway. The 3 hits the three-point bomb. Hardaway's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, we know that Tim Hardaway Jr. can space the floor. You don't want to allow him to start cooking.
There's 38 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Powell dishes to Nurkic. Nifty move. And finished off by Nurkic.
You can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
23 seconds left here in the second. Richardson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Powell. Nurkic with the block. And here again, the Trailblazers in transition. Up the court they go.
Assisted by
For 3, Richardson. And that one released in time, but no good. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to it was all about Dallas as the game got going. They put together the kind of powerful. That's all for now.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Cauley Stein, Doncic out there with J.J. Redick, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
And Doncic gets it to go. Greg, is a broadcast. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. For Dallas, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Cauley Stein, a serviceable shooter at the line. Let's see if he can make them count.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 8. The pass to Brunson. The offensive rebound. The feed now to Redick. Another shot. It's good. Redick's got 7 points.
Gets his shot off with great quickness. Redick knows he has the green light to take those.
Brunson against Lillard. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Boy, that was a much-needed bucket in the second half. They're now 1 for 5.
Brunson the pass to Doncic. Back to Brunson. Pass to Doncic. Dallas moving it around. Was shot by Redick. No good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Good on the bucket. And that's now 10 points for C.J. McCollum.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Here's Brunson. Lays it up off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Lillard finds Nurkic. And a wide open look for McCollum. And it's off from three-point range. For Dallas, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the 3rd quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Brunson against Covington. Outside for Redick. There's the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the basket by McCollum.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Doncic against Nurkic. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Porzingis is coming in for Cauley Stein. And Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 8.
Well, that's about decision-making and being comfortable in the pick and roll. For Luka, he's been there and done that.
That's tipped. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. The Mavericks have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dallas. Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Pass to Kleber. Here's Hardaway. And no good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. And the foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Dallas making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. Anthony drives in. Porzingis with the block.
This guy is showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
For Dallas, they have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. And both free throws good for Porzingis.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these 2 guys can be.
Anthony finds Jones. Back to Anthony. Looking to end the run. Jones, no luck. Hardaway for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th. Anthony out there with Derek Jones. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 1. Now here's Kanter.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Outside Hardaway. Inside, stolen by Kanter. Here's Simons, guarded by Powell. Jones against Hardaway. Here's McCollum. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Josh Richardson. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Powell, he's checked in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
And Hardaway gets it to go. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Outside Hardaway. Off target with his 3. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. Really left alone that time. 9 points for Lillard.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Powell with the steal. Lillard attacking. It's rebounded by Brunson. Dallas has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Hardaway for 3. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Floats it up there for Nurkic.
And great ball movement from CJ. That's the unselfish play you want from your guards.
Pass to Brunson. Dallas moving it around. Porzingis kicks to Powell. Covington with the steal. Deflects the pass. Here's McCollum. Here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 4 this quarter.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now here's Powell. Left side, Porzingis. Over McCollum. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Mavericks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Tim Hardaway.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
Here's Simons. Canner, high post. On the wing, Jones. Back to Anthony. Feeds it to Cantor. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Well, Cantor is a smart, aggressive offensive player and very crafty at drawing contact.
And Cantor drops them both. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth. Burke looking over the floor. He dishes it to Reddick. It's stolen by Jones. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Anthony. Tries it from 19. Portland with a new 14. A second chance effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I'll tell you, Cantor's jump shot is very consistent. The defense has got to respect it, which is why that pump fake becomes effective.
And he can't hit the second. Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. Outside, Reddick. To the middle. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic, Murray out there with Will Barton, and there's Gordon, and it's Porter in at the 3. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the center. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. And a wide open look for McCollum. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Murray. Back to Jokic. Floats one. Jokic on the follow.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Lillard with it. In the corner, Powell with it. Back to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. McCollum, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Barton passes to Murray. And it's rebounded by Covington.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the play.
And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it goes down 2 points.
I like to see this little patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Murray, the pass to Porter. Barton outside. Jokic trying to free himself up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Lillard against Murray. Top of the key. Pass to Nurkic. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Not the guy you expect to be missing a bunny.
And there's Porter on the assist by Murray.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
It's Powell on the wing. He dishes it to Nurkic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Now Millsap. After the miss, 3 from Damian Lillard. Count that one. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 6. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Nuggets have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Millsap finds Jokic. And here is Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
You got to feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
Now here's Anthony. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Lillard with no one around. Portland again missing.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Millsap kicks to Jokic. Anthony with the block. 4-on-3 break. Dishes it to McCollum. Anthony against Gordon. Here's Nurkic. Now here's Lillard. D right on him. Hits the J after faking out the D with the quick up fake.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Murray for 3. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Gordon. Passes it to Murray. Down low, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Anthony, the pass to Simons. To the paint, Cantor. Yep, that one goes in there.
A true inside-outside player. We know Cantor can hit a 3, but he's at his best closer in.
Just 4 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Gordon for 3. A shot off that time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nuggets lead by 4. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Trailblazers, Anthony out there with Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard position.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Jones after the Nuggets pick up 2. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Robert Covington's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Portland has possession. 6-point game. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
That's their first of the game, though, so sharp passing has helped them to craft this lead.
Ball's knocked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
But just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Outside, Porter. Barton outside. McGee trying to break free. Barton, no luck. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Leaps for it. Porter with the steal. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Campazzo moves back up, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call. Portland the foul. It's his first trip to the line. And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Green. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And finished off by Porter.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Jones dishes to Covington. Kicks it to Kanter. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Jones, the pass to Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Jones. Over Porter. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And they continue to control the glass.
Powell with the steal. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. Oh! That is just nasty.
The athleticism on that finish. No. Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one can. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
McGee. That shot missing. Excellent D from Cancer. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Cancer. Collum comes in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simons. Jokic with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Porter's running. And finished off by Porter.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
Lillard scanning the floor. Up top, Covington. Millsap covering. Porter with the steal. Murray left side. And stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Nuggets leading by 4. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooters.
That one drops for him.
Their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
24 seconds left in the first half. On the wing, Porter. And the pass to Jokic. Back to Porter. He kicks to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Nurkic with the steal.
An active player who just takes pride in his...
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At one stretch in the opening period, they filled... and that'll do it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's been getting it done is Michael Porter.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Porter. And at the small forward position. And it's Lillard missing.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Outside Porter. McCollum against Barton. Deep two from Murray. It's a hand on it, and the second chance effort by Gordon. Gordon's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Nuggets.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. Here's McCollum. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Sometimes it's impossible to contain Nurkic. At his height and weight, he's great at finishing through contact.
Pass to Jokic. Outside Gordon. Wide open look here for Murray. No good from outside.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
Powell, no one around him, bangs home the trifecta. Powell's got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers. Outside Porter. Passes it to Jokic. Nurkic with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And stolen by Murray. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Gordon kicks to Jokic. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Porter. He feeds it to Gordon. Nurkic with the steal. Anthony left side. Lets it fly from 18. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system. Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. He looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer. They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
We all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
The pass to Kanter. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Millsap's checked in. To the inside. Here's Kanter. Banked in off the glass. Kanter's got his second bucket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Kicks it out to Gordon. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Murray, good.
And Murray is so deadly with the catch and shoot, Jay. When the D isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up with him.
Lillard, the pass to Simons. Lillard outside. Jones, no one around him. They get it again.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip here.
To the middle, here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
Lillard, the pass to Kanter. Anthony right side. Pass to Simons. Shoots from the line. Out to Anthony. Here's Kanter. Lillard outside. On the clock. Out to the right wing. Here's Simons. That three off the mark. And so Green will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by one. And Murray now top of the key. In the corner, it's Gordon. Pass to Murray from deep three-point range. The putback. A putback, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
And the play succeeds because Millsap comes to the court hungry. He chases down boards and second chance opportunities.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's stolen. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Murray. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Damian Lillard.
And Murray is so skilled at drawing these types of fouls. He loves getting to the charity stripe.
And so he makes both from the line.
Now, his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Inside, Kanter. Oh, that was something else.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. A good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. Nuggets ahead, leading by 3. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. The Nuggets leading by 3. C.J. McCollum out there with Little. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Covington in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And Jokic slams it in.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
And this is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. You gotta love it.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Kanter. 5 to shoot. Here's Anthony. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Anthony's got his first 2 points.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
It's Barton on the wing. Offline with his 3. Trailblazers trail by 3. Cullen passes to Canada. The dish to Covington. Shoots over Barton. Covington's shot is off. Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Passes to Jokic. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. And Portland with the ball. Now Little. Anthony in the corner. The feed to Little. The pass to Canada. In the corner, it's Little. From the wing. And that one hits back iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look now for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Canton. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for Little.
Damian Lillard.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard to tie it up. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The kick out to Porter. And yes, it's good. And it's 8 points for Michael Porter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Powell finds Covington. Releases. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Lillard. Portland no good that time either.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Porter passes to Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Feeds it to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Lillard again missing.
Rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Jokic. And the rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 7. A 3 from McCollum. Portland no good that time either.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim.
To the middle, here's Millsap. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Powell for 3, hits it from 3-point range.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Murray against Lillard. Porter kicks to Murray. Barton surveying the floor. And Barton throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Nurkic finds McCollum. Here's Lillard. Looking to get it going from outside the arc. McCollum no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
Gordon's checked in for Paul Millsap. To the inside. Right side, Gordon. Murray dishes to Porter. Murray the pass to Porter. Barton kicks to Porter. Murray outside. Barton the bounce pass. Down low. Murray outside. Gordon inside. Guarded by Powell. Nurkic with the block. A good look from McCollum. It's in!
Experienced player in clutch situations. I mean, McCollum loves being the guy that takes these important shots.
Pass to Porter. He dishes it to Murray. For 3. offline. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,
all right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. We've got Will Barton. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward spot. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5. Because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Here's Murray following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Jokic trying to free himself up. Murray, good.
And even at 6'5", that's not a giant by any means. Murray elevates high inside for these buckets. He's a high percentage shooter down low for sure.
Now here's Kleba. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Porzingis, and the layup is good. Porzingis has got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Fires for three. Rebound by Murray. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Richardson against Barton. Here's Jokic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. And Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Dallas making a switch here. Marjanovic is checked in. Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. It's tipped. Gordon finds Porter. Martin left side. Good work there as it goes.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Doncic looking it over. Pass to Finney-Smith. And Marjanovic with the slam.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time.
Yeah, I like the variety, though. Nice to switch it up.
Now here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, I like the athleticism of Murray. Just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 2. There's the pass to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got 8 points. The Nuggets have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. On the wing, Porter. It's rebounded by Dallas.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
A pass to Porzingis. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And, guys, they know he's going to finish off the lob in style. Porzingis and his teammates connecting on target.
Doncic with the steal, and Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Now here's Hardaway. The feed to Powell. Barton with some nice D. The Nuggets trail by 5. To the paint. Campazzo kicks it out to Gordon. Powell with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Pass to Hardaway. Brunson with it. Fires the 3. Rebound by JaVale McGee. Can they get it? And Barton throws it down.
And this is where Barton does his eating. Deep inside. Leaping with ease to punch it home.
A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the Dallas Mavericks. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Jermichael Green is out there with Aaron Gordon, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Will Barton.
And Redick drains these shots constantly. I mean, senses and feels the separation and then capitalizes on it.
Green passes to Jokic, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
The Mavericks leading.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Here's Gordon after the basket by Willie Cauley-Stein. Gordon, the pass to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Jokic trying to free himself up. Misses from short range. Mavericks leading by 4. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Jokic is running. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Gordon kicks to Green. He can't get it to go. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Brunson against Gordon. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Now Marjanovic. Cauley-Stein with it. Shot clock at 6. He had a nice open look right there. Hardaway has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Here's Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got the lead back up to 7 now for the Mavs.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Al Richardson following the 3-point attempt by Jokic. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. The kick out to Porter. Back to Murray. Porzingis with the steal. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now, here's Richardson.
He's smart on the defensive end now. Millsap, very impressive. That IQ he has on defense, recognizes the move and then closes the airspace. Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand. And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Out to Doncic. Five on the clock. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Jokic high post. Shoots over Redick. And again, Denver no good. And here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 16-6 run. And the dunk by Powell.
Got to give it up for Powell now. I mean, he excels at rising off the ground to punch home these alley-oops.
Campazzo now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Here's Doncic. And he banks in the layup. Doncic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs.
Boy, a strong, versatile offensive player. Doncic capable of burning you from anywhere on the floor.
And
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. It was all Kristaps Porzingis in the first quarter. He had 18 points and 1 steal. And that.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Doncic in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Murray after J.J. Redick's bucket. Pass to Jokic. Denver needs to get off his shot. Barton, no luck. Dallas leading by 15. Outside, Redick. Back to Doncic. Out to Porzingis. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting an efficient 53% from the field. And finished off by Porter.
Carving up the defense with excellent passes like there. Jokic, a big man with great vision.
Now, here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now, here's Jokic. No good that time. Nice D from Porzingis.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half. And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Here's Doncic after the basket by Will Barton.
You know what? It's really rare to see young players like Doncic have such offensive creativity in their games. Deadly from the mid-range.
Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, I like the way Porzingis uses his ample offensive tools to generate some big-time offense.
Murray kicks to Porter. Now the pass to Barton. Murray outside. Gordon, the pass to Porter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Luka Doncic.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the score by Dallas. And that one goes long.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Now here's Murray. 10 points for him. Lobbed up there for Green, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Wide open. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Richardson kicks to Brunson. Finney Smith passes to Powell. Kicks it out to Richardson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Count that one. Powell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
20 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Green. Here is Porter. 6 to shoot. McGee in the high post. Shoots over Powell. Can't cash in from the high post. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. We've got Green. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's McGee in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Barton, puts it up off the inbound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. And here are the Mavericks now, following the miss by Paul Millsap. Passes it to Kleba. Now here's Cauley-Stein. He's covered by Murray. Here's Kleba, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Murray kicks to Barton. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Millsap. They kick it out to Green. Here's Murray up on top. Richardson cover. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, you know, one of the things I like about Paul Millsap is he's relentless. There's no let up when he's out there. I mean, he goes after every ball.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Brunson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Denver also making some changes. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's Aaron Gordon in for JaMychal Green. Now here's Barton. Here's Millsap. Barton right side. Kicks it to Murray. Back to Barton. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Dallas. Cauley-Stein's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. On the wing, Hardaway. Knocks it loose and stolen by Murray. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. And Barton throws it down.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
Richardson the pass to Hardaway. From deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Mavericks lead by 21.
You know, Hardaway Jr. has expanded his range over time, and now he's become a very confident shooter when he looks at it from behind the arc.
Stolen by Brunson. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And Barton throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. That'll put Will Barton on the line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And a switcher also for Denver. Porter's checked in for Paul Millsap.
You know, one of the things that's fun to watch, guys, is the evolution of a player. And Barton has really evolved into a solid player. Even though he was a second-round pick, he's come a long way.
Now Murray. After Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Got that bucket in no time at all.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
And here's Porzingis for a three. But they'll get another chance. Kicks it out to Richardson. The pass to Doncic. Clock at 6. Shoots over Barton. Dallas no good that time either. On offense, here are the Nuggets. Good momentum, 8 straight points.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Dallas.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Porzingis.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
On offense, here are the Nuggets. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball. Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Now, Doncic. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. The Trailblazers focused as they walk into the locker.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Dallas. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Dallas moving the ball around. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Very hard to contend with a player with the size and touch and well-rounded offensive game that Kristaps Porzingis has.
Here's Lillard, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Finney-Smith, following the score by Damian Lillard. Unloads from 13, and that one's good. Doncic.
We know this. Doncic is an aggressive, thirsty scorer. If you allow airspace, even in the mid-range, he's going to make you pay.
Now here's Lillard. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And then Lillard slams it in.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
My question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. McCollum kicks to Powell. Got a piece of it, and they get it back. Lets it go with the 3. No good on that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Porzingis passes to Richardson. Nurkic with the steal. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Covington. Here's the 3. Kept alive. For Dallas, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Porzingis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
You know, I know that he can make the perimeter jump shot, but I really like it when Porzingis is taking it inside and making the defense deal with all that size.
Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Here's Cantor following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Marjanovic kicks to Brunson. The layup missed. Trailblazers trail by 4. And he lobs it up, and then Jones with the jam.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now here's Brunson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
One of your keys defensively is do your work early and push him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Simons. Feeds to Anthony. Pass to Cantor. Outside, Jones. Shot clock at 5. Shot from free throw range. The shot will not fall. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Porzingis kicks to Marjanovic. Out to Hardaway. To the right side. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Simons. Passes it to Carmelo. It's Jones on the wing. Shoots it. Up again, and Cantor able to finish.
I love the hustle and the heart with which Enes Kanter plays. This guy is a terror on the offensive glass.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 4. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but
when I'm training in the summer,
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, Marjanovic is out there with Hardaway. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Cauley Stein in at the 5, roaming the paint. Lillard against Brunson. Shot from 12. Lillard finds Cantor. Kicks it out to Lillard. There's the triple. That's a 2 from Powell. It's rebounded by Dallas.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Marjanovic down low. 6 points for him. Redick surveying the D, and the pass to Marjanovic. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Lillard against Brunson. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And it's the Mavericks on the break. He kicks it to Redick. Marjanovic passes to Brunson. That's tipped, and they're able to recover. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. This is his first free throw of the game. The free throw drops for Powell.
Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date. You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Cantor, and Robert Covington subbed in for Jones. Then for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
Here's Lillard after Luka Doncic's bucket. Giles kicks to Powell. This one for 3. Connects from three-point range. Powell's got 5 points so far.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that 3, the more the floor opens up.
It's Powell on the wing. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Yes, that goes in.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. 7-point differential. The dish to Powell. Back to Lillard. From past the arc. That shot misses. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Here's Doncic. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
There's a burst that allows Luka Doncic to be effective on his drives. You're not going to catch him standing around. This guy is in attack mode.
Now here's Powell. He's got 5. Nurkic up top. Beyond the arc. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Here's Doncic. 8 points for him. Powell finds Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Powell with it. Out to Doncic. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. A different look now for Portland. Anthony's checked in for Harry Giles. McCollum comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. The Mavericks also with a sub. Josh Richardson's checked in for J.J. Redick. Now here's McCollum. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Knocked away. From deep. Powell pulls it in.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
Here's Simons. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Doncic. It's good on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
McCollum dishes to Carmelo. Richardson against McCollum. He got it up, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. Thanks for joining.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Then for the Mavericks, Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Richardson. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Now here's McCollum. No points in the game yet for him.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
And Redick kicks to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
How about the height and the length and the athleticism of Kristaps Porzingis? Barely has to jump to throw that down.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Jared Jones in for Powell. Burke, he's checked in for Dallas. Doncic comes in for Jalen Brunson. Now here's McCollum. Kanter inside. Marjanovic on him. Count the basket.
Well, Kanter just has an ability to score on the interior. That's his special skill.
Burke, the pass to Doncic. Now here's Porzingis. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Pass to Lillard. Back to Anthony. Fires from 14. Here's Kanter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Porzingis.
Well, we know this. When Enes Kanter is engaged, this guy is an effective offensive force. The defense has got to be on point.
And Portland making a change here. Simons is checked in. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Doncic passes to Burke. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Dallas moving it around. Down low. Here's Porzingis. Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Wow. Here's Simons. Kicks it to Anthony. It's McCollum on the wing. To the middle. Here's Kanter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Kanter's got 8 points.
Well, the touch that Enes Kanter presents is really terrific. Unbelievable scoring inside.
Here's Burke. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Mavericks have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And that one falls for Burke. So for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Anthony. And Norman Powell subbed in for Jones. The Mavericks also with a sub. Cauley-Stein's checked in. Burke hits them both. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Now McCollum still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He feeds it to Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Now, here's Doncic. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Doncic has got the lead back up to 9 now for Dallas. McCollum kicks to Cantor. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Great positioning on the putback.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Nurkic the pass to Cantor. McCollum outside. 30 seconds left to play here in the third. The 8-footer. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Porzingis against Cantor. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Stolen by Cantor. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The putback.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
And so it's Dallas, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for the Mavericks, we've got Josh Richardson. Dwight Powell is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Brunson in at the point. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Harry Giles is checked in for Portland. Dallas leading by 9. Now here's Brunson. Kicks it out to Richardson. And there's the pass to Brunson. To the inside. Here's Powell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
Hardaway against Anthony, and there's the feed to Richardson. Powell in the high post. Lillard against Hardaway. From 10 feet out, Kleber, no good. Trailblazers trail by 11. Powell for 3. And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Pass to Nurkic. Lillard against Hardaway. Now here's Lillard. He's guarded closely, and Lillard throws it down.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Brunson's got the lead up to 11 now for Dallas.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Oh, he launched that one from way outside.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Richardson outside. Back to Brunson. Up top, Powell. Richardson dishes to Powell. Dallas moving it around. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Cantor checked in for the Trailblazers. Collin comes in for Norman Powell. Dallas also making some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Marjanovic comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Doncic passes to Cauley-Stein. Back to Doncic. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Yep, that one goes.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Lillard from outside. Can't hit that one. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Mavericks.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Doncic kicks to Richardson. Inside, Cauley-Stein.
And Cauley-Stein has drawn comparisons to Tyson Chandler due to his length and athleticism. It's important he continues to get better.
Cauley-Stein hits them both.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Ooh, that kind of defense, it's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well, for the most part, they were just standing still. And you've got an easy 2 points.
Yeah, and despite his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. That's good.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. The city of Denver is in full motion tonight as we get set to bring you. And before
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Gordon in the power forward. Now here's McCollum, back to Lillard, takes a 3, buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got the opening basket of the game for the Trailblazers. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too.
Well, and in terms of size, that's a mismatch he'll exploit every time, especially inside.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. McCollum dishes to Covington. Pass to Nurkic. Takes it out to Covington. No good off the back of the rim.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Martin passes to Jokic. All sorts of time. Denver gets it back. Outside for Murray. The shot, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Nobody near Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. For Denver, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Barton. Gordon trying to break loose. Barton, no luck. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Covington kicks to Powell. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul for the Trailblazers. Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. Portland moving the ball around. And Cantor throws it down.
That'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Passes it to Jokic. Campazzo covered by Lillard. Lillard with the rebound. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. McCollum outside. Now Porter. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Porter passes to Gordon. Murray outside. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. And the shot goes in.
You got to feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
Now here's Powell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Lillard. Jokic grabs the miss.
You expect him to make those. They got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Floats it up for Jokic, and stolen by Lillard. Powell, no one around him, drops in the tray.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Pass to Jokic. Let's go. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
The tray. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Anthony. Lillard's got 6 points.
His three-point shooting is an important part of his game. Lillard has to hit that shot all night if he wants to keep the D out.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
A different look for Denver. Millsap comes in for Jokic. And it's JaMychal Green in for Michael Porter. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Lillard. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Murray. Finished off the break. 7 points in the game. Portland's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. And Jones has it in the corner. The pass to Simons. Outside, Jones. 6 on the shot clock. No good that time. Good work defensively by Millsap. Wide open look here for Murray. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. It's all tied in Denver. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Well, earlier, Damian...
I look to the times where...
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Anthony out there with Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. Now here's McCollum. Outside, Jones. Pass to Carmelo. McCollum right side. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Nuggets making a change here. McGee's checked in. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Powell, he's checked in for McCollum. Deep 2 from Anthony. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Got a piece of it. Denver shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Feeds to McGee. They kick it out to Green. Always going up for the alley-oop here. McGee's shot is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Now here's Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now here is McGee. Barton passes to Millsap. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Here's Simons. Nurkic in the post. McGee's there. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Denver in the lead. The kick out to Barton. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Barton finds Porter. McGee with it. Jones covering. Right wing. Floats it up for Millsap. That shot, no good. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Powell's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. Here's McGee. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Giles checked in for Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Little, he's checked in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And Jokic throws it down.
The sleazy athleticism of Jokic reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops.
Now, here's Lillard. He has 6. It's Powell on the wing. Lillard outside. Powell kicks to Lillard. A three-pointer, no good. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Back to Jokic. To the inside. Here's Porter. Bank shot. No good. Trailblazers trail by 6. Oh, Covington in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
No, the impressive reach on display. Covington has a strong feel for when he has to go for the alley-oop.
Now, here's Jokic. Defense is right there. Here's Murray. Outside Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jokic passes to Murray. A second chance effort. The kick out to Barton. Another shot. And there's Murray on the assist by Barton. Murray's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
Really enjoy seeing Murray operate in these types of situations.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. And fellas, Jamal Murray is an out-and-out scorer. Running off screens or off bounds, he's always... And that's...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Yeah, he's busting his tail, making his presence known. A great job defensively so far.
We've got Aaron Gordon. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Now, here's Nurkic. Here's Lillard. They grab their own miss. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive board.
Murray, the pass to Gordon. Whistle blows, basket is, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lillard from outside. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Knowing the kind of competitor he is, I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
And Barton throws it down.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
McCollum with the ball. Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. The kick out to Porter. Murray for three. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Covington into the lane. Lillard from outside sinks the triple. Lillard's got 11 points.
Well, Lillard is always going to be aggressive on offense as he looks to catch the defense off guard.
Gordon finds Barton. The Nuggets moving the ball around to the paint. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's McCollum. Shot from 12. Nurkic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Playing with such physicality on the offensive glass. I mean, Nurkic's awesome at slamming misses in.
Passes to Jokic. The kick out to Barton. The feed to Gordon. Covington with the steal. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. The game now all time.
Yeah, and the blinding quickness right there on display from McCollum. He excels at leaking out and capitalizing in the open floor.
The kick out to Barton. To the middle. Nurkic with the steal. It's McCollum on the wing. For the lead. And another three for Portland.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Nurkic against Porter. Pass to Jokic, and the basket is good.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Lillard up top. He's covered by Murray and stolen by Murray. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Little, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And the slam dunk by McGee.
No, that's just too easy for me. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
Tipped away. McCollum against Murray. Here's Cantor. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Murray dishes to McGee. Kicks it out to Gordon. Outside, Green. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Murray. And the layup falls. Murray's got 13.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. McCollum left side. Out to Anthony. Tries it from the top of the key. Denver grabs the miss. And here is Green. Back to McGee for 3. Gordon. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nuggets lead by 1. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Jarrett Jones. Then it's Little, and it's Simons in at the 1. Stolen by Kanter. Anthony left side. And stolen by Gordon. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Cutting into that deficit now. Well within striking distance.
Yeah, just trying to keep the momentum now. And that's easier said than done.
Here's Simons. Cantor's shot is off.
That's a shot they're always happy to give, even when he blows the finish.
Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
And Portland has possession. Denver getting their last shot to go. And Portland turns it over again.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
Will Barton, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Harry Giles is checked in for Portland. Gordon kicks to Murray. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Outside Gordon. Now the pass to Green. Pulls it from 20. The Nuggets with another miss. Trailblazers trail by 5. Jones, the pass to Cantor. Outside, Jones. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic has checked in for JaMychal Green, and it's Michael Porter in for Aaron Gordon.
And can't get too handsy with Murray, especially when he's rising up for the shot.
Free throw good, Murray. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Harry Giles. Norman Powell's checked in for Little. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Derek Jones. Now, here's Lillard. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
Outside for Millsap. Murray for 3. Rebounded by Covington.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Powell inside. Millsap covering. Now Powell. Porter with the steal. Right side Millsap. And Barton throws it down.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Pass to Lillard. The 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 5 assists in the game. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. It's a 1-point game. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Nurkic kicks to Powell. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Murray. Jokic trying to free himself up. Murray, good. Murray's got 19 points.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there. Doing everything he can to rally his team.
Millsap passes to Barton. Now here's Murray. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Pass to Jokic. Back to Barton. 5 to shoot. Porter against Powell. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
That's an unforced error that will drive a coach crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
And Portland making a change here. Panthers checked in. Lillard outside. All alone. Good. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Now here's Murray. Money!
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer, someone who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the court.
And Lillard kicks to Covington. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Feeds it to Cantor. Jokic with the steal. Barton passes to Murray. Now Porter to the wing on the left. And here is Murray. Pass to Gordon. Murray outside. The dish now to Porter. Barton outside. Right side Gordon. Back to Barton. The pass to Murray. Now Jokic. Murray outside. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finishes to continue.